What up? Hopefully everyone can hear me. This is like the first time I'm actually doing a show where I am on screen myself and not actually doing it for other people, so this is pretty fun and hype. If there's any audio levels being wrong or whatever, let me know, and then we'll sort of organize it. But as you can see, I'm here with Max on this side, right? That side right there. And I thought it would be cool to do a learning stream. So I know how to play the game, but I'm not the best. Sometimes I don't understand the rules as much as I should, even though we just did like a very long 13-hour crazy tournament. So the plan is to play a game, have Max teach me as we play. I'm going to be playing Kaiser, he'll be playing Master Yi, and then we'll explain everything as much as possible for people to actually understand how the rules work. And if I have any, stupid questions or anything's confusing, we can then sort it out that way. So I guess I'll hand it over to you, Max. If you introduce yourself, say hi to everybody.
Howdy, everybody. My name is Max DePera. I do play and make content for the League of Legends trading card game Riftbound. I am kind of locked in to the community. I'm really, really hyped to be here today. I am a big fan of your work. I mean, I was glazing you before this stream started about how nice your setup is and how much I appreciate everything that you've been doing for the community. I definitely think there's been a spike in interest. I told you, I think you reignited a spark in a lot of these players just because you're showing everybody what a professional level Riftbound tournament could look like. We are very lucky to have you in the community, and I'm very excited to not only be a part of this stream today, but to see all of your content going forward.
Thank you.
And I'm also very excited to play some games because, Riftbound is the game that we're here to watch be played.
Yeah, and I can tell you,
there's
going to be so much stuff coming. Webcam tournaments as soon as we can. Tabletop simulator tournaments. We're going to go stream local events. So here in Dublin, the store that's going to be running the official games actually let me go in there and stream their games, which is going to be amazing. So we'll have like the top level in-person gameplay here in Ireland. Over in the UK, my brother's store, he's also going to set up a stream for us. So we'll make like clean feeds for people to, basically be able to co-stream and spectate themselves, which would be amazing. But for now, since the game hasn't officially released yet in Europe and America outside of China, the plan is to do some tabletop or webcam gameplay with proxies. So today, I'm going to get my ass handed to me by Max while I'm learning, and I'm going to suck trying to play Kaiser and probably get things wrong. But this is exactly what the stream is for. We're going to be learning, we're going to be explaining how the game works, so prepare for some terrible casual gameplay and many mistakes that might happen that we're going to try and fix. So I guess the first thing we'll do is try and get into the deck lists. So we'll start with you, Max. If you go through your deck list.
Absolutely. So since we got the decks outside of the demo decks, I've been a very, very big fan of Orange Green. I like the access to all the spells that they have. And then we were told early on that Master Yi wasn't supposed to be a good legend, but as we've seen from a lot of tournament tops, he is really, really good. The basic playstyle is you want to take control of the battlefield very early on with individual units, and then slowly maybe progress into bigger units and just keep them locked down and do everything you can to protect them and hold on to these battlefields. You have really good defensive abilities with things like Master Yi's legend ability. When a unit is defending, it gets +2 might. You have access to battlefields like Fortified Position that basically does the same thing. And then, like I said, you have access to really, really good spells in on Guard, in Discipline, in Primal Strength. And then we got newer cards like the Mask of Foresight Gear. Basically, I just want to make my small guys as big as absolutely possible to make it a little bit more difficult for you to try and conquer these battlefields.
Well, I wish I could give you as much detail as I would want to on my deck list, but to be real and honest with everybody, I went onto the Piltover Archive website a few weeks ago. I went to most viewed, I clicked on the first Kaiser deck list that I could, and I went and straight up just went and printed a PDF file, cut out all the cards, and then put them as my proxies. So I don't really know heavily what I'm playing with. I played against this deck list playing against a friend, and I absolutely got destroyed. I know that Caffeine Rain is really, really fun to use, so I can't wait to use that. And from what I read, and also from what I looked, spells are going to be my primary thing that I'm going to be using. And for anyone wondering about the sideboard and the side deck, I don't actually have a sideboard printed, but in order for the graphic to work, I need a sideboard. So I just added the seal there, so completely ignore what I have as my sideboard. And just to repeat, don't have much experience playing with this deck, but once again, this is exactly what this is for, to learn as I go and then understand how all these cards work. So that's how it's going to go. And yeah, honestly, to everyone saying this is a good sideboard, sometimes you might need that seal. What if you tap your Kai'Sa and you need to, recycle something else extra? That's exactly what you need it for. So we'll go ahead and get into it and go into our in-game here. So first up, I guess we got to decide who's going to be going first, what kind of battlefields we're taking. I guess if you could kind of explain that to us, how would we get started with our first game of Riftbound?
Yeah, absolutely. So, there are different ways to determine your battlefield. Since we are playing best of three, we both get to choose.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, what you want to do as your first battlefield, since we don't determine who goes first until we already choose our battlefields, you normally want to go for a more neutral battlefield. That way, if your opponent does end up going first, you don't want him taking your battlefield and then having access to it before you do. So you kind of want something that's a little more balanced, and then you can save your going first battlefield for, of course, when you go first. So now I think would be a good time for us to decide what battlefield we would like to use going for
Gotcha.
in our neutral
I
battlefield.
never thought of it that way, where if you put the battlefields out and then someone takes your battlefield, then it's harder for you to take it over. And I know with Yi, especially early game, he gets +2 to people who are holding it alone, right? So if you have like a low-level
Correct.
card,
Yep.
it's pretty hard for me to get the
Exactly.
battlefield I want. I genuinely did not
Exactly. And
think about it that way.
that's actually a perfect example. So like
Mm-hmm.
say you were going first
Mm-hmm.
and I play out my
Mm-hmm.
fortified position battlefield. This is when you defend here, a chosen you gets +2. If I play this and then now you can get into it first, it's going to make it harder for me to then regain it back. So I would like to
Gotcha.
save a battlefield like this for when I can guarantee get it first.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So I guess something kind of neutral for the beginning. Hmm. You know what? I'm gonna go for. Do I tell you what I go for, or do I just hide it for now and then
So currently, yeah,
reveal?
you should.
Okay.
Yeah, we should hide it for now.
Okay.
And then we can determine who goes first. I'm not sure if you want to do a high roll or if you would just like to, since you are the one learning more or
Mm-hmm.
less. I am fine with leaving it up to you to decide who you would like to start us off.
Okay. So I guess I don't really know whether Kai'Sa would be good to go first. I assume because I
Mm-hmm.
have so many high high mana value cards, it would be kind of good to go second, so I can get those 3
Mm-hmm.
runes, I guess. But then I would be essentially letting you take something. Um,
You can also look at it
mhm.
though as if I go first. Like, granted, as a deck that wants to go first, take it with a grain of salt. But you have a lot of reaction spells, and of course, spells that deal damage to my
Mhm.
units. So it might be in your best interest to allow me to establish or play cards on the board, so that if you open a hand full of just removal spells, you have things to remove my units,
Okay, that makes
as
sense.
opposed to yep.
So I guess I'll let you go first for the first game, and
All right, sounds good.
yeah, you'll be going first.
All right, so we can reveal our
So
battlefields. I will reveal the Dreaming Tree.
Dreaming Tree. Let me get that added in. The Dreaming
Absolutely.
Tree, and then I went for Targon's Peak. So Targon's Peak is my battlefield that I'm going for. So Dreaming Tree. The first time you choose a friendly unit with a spell here each turn, draw 1.
Mhm.
Ah,
So
okay.
he works that
Mm-hmm.
it works very well. Like say if I have
Mm-hmm.
my Master Yi here,
Yep.
and I target it with something like Unguard or Discipline. The first time that I target it with a spell like that, of course, it allows me to draw a card, but it is very specific. I do have to target it. There are cards in my deck like Meditation, where
Mm-hmm.
as a cost I can suspend down a card that does not count towards my target. So normally stuff like that I use as my neutral battlefield,
Mm-hmm.
because not every deck has access to
Okay.
spells that want to target themselves.
Okay, and the battlefield I went for was when you conquer here, ready 2 runes at the end of this turn, which is Targon's Peak. So I wanted to go for Void Gate, but kind of with your advice
Hmm.
to kind of go something more neutral. I felt like this is a bit more neutral, and next game I kind
Hmm.
of want to go for something like Void Gate, and then just kind of, go all out and all destruction
Hmm.
spelly, I guess.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But who knows if that's a good decision or not? I guess we'll find out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so now we are at the point. We have set our battlefields. We have revealed
Mm-hmm.
our battlefields. We know who is going first. So now we can draw our 4 cards. And then in this game, there is a partial mulligan where you can
Mm-hmm.
mulligan up to 2 cards. and then draw up to that many that we
Okay.
recycled. Um, so we're looking
And
at
I think
this.
one thing to kind of note as well, I thought about this. If you mulligan anything in this game, there's not really reshuffling. You put it at the bottom, recycle
Correct.
it, so you can probably say bye bye to the card.
Yep,
So let's be honest.
basically.
So
Yeah.
with the hand that I have, I don't really want to get rid of anything. I have a few high spells or high mana value, so I'm just gonna keep it because I don't really want to get rid of that card.
Sounds good. I think I will mulligan one, so I will
Okay,
simply send it to the bottom of the deck, and then I will draw one to replace it.
perfect.
Right, sounds good. And you said that you would like me to go first, correct?
Yes, correct.
Right, sounds good. So when starting your turns, you basically have your ABCs. You have your Awakens, which is you can restand any exhausted units. You have Beginning, which is it checks for any beginning effects. I'm not sure how many either of us will have. I know the big one currently is like the Jinx Legend that procs at the beginning of your turn. And then you channel your runes. So since that is the first thing that I have access to, I will channel my 2 runes per turn, and then the D in the ABC is draw, so I will draw for turn. I now have 5 cards in hand and 2 runes, so I will simply play out a Pit Rookie. When I play Pit Rookie, I can buff another friendly unit. I cannot target herself, so her effect will not go off, but I will tap the 2 runes to pay for her cost, and then with that, I will pass it to you.
Cool. And as a note for everybody, this here on my side, I have like a printed out playmat specifically made for Riftbound that I did myself. So here is your base, and then these 2 battlefields over here, you basically summon a unit, put it down into your base, and it comes in exhausted, tapped, and then afterwards, next turn, it unexhausts itself, and then you can move it into one of these battlefields to conquer
Mhm.
them or hold them, but we'll go through that later on once we get to that point. But that's basically what you see where you summon the card. You summon it into your base. So each player has their
Mhm.
base, and then these battlefields are also different zones for later on. Um,
Mhm.
so I guess my turn first. Because I'm going
Yep.
second, I channel 3 runes, correct?
Yep, since you are
Mm-hmm.
the last player going in the first rune, you get an additional rune.
Cool.
So in a 1v1, obviously that's the
Mm-hmm.
second player, and more like a free for all, it would be the last player to go in that first turn.
Perfect. So I got 2 of my mind runes and 1 fury rune, so I have 3 runes in total. I
Mhm.
kind of wish I printed out the other version of the cards, because low key I prefer the standard look of the rune rather than the.
Interesting. I was about to compliment you on those alt runes. I really like them. They
So
look pretty nice.
once they're shiny in my hand, like the real shiny foil ones, I will love
Of
it.
course, of
But for
course.
now, I kind of prefer the original ones. I think they look a lot nicer, to be fair.
That's fair.
Cool.
That's
So I
fair.
have 4 cards in my hand. Now I'm gonna draw one.
Yep.
So I draw a card, and here I am. Um, hmm. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tap 3 runes, and then I will recycle 1 red one to bring
Mhm.
in Immortal Phoenix.
Yes, sir. I
So
believe.
if I bring up the card on screen so everyone can have a look. When you kill a unit with a spell, you may pay 1 rune. So I can basically tap a rune. That's what this symbol means, the little 1.
Mhm.
And then I can recycle 1 red Fury rune to play me from the trash. And I also have
Mhm.
Assault 2, so when I'm attacking, I have +2 might. So this card has 3 might. If I attack, it's going to have a total of 5. But that's only when I'm initiating a showdown and trying to conquer, not when
Yep.
defending.
Mhm.
So, I guess that's going to be my turn, and I'm going to pass it over to you.
Right, sounds good. So going through the ABCs, I will awaken everything. So everything readies up. I do not have any beginning phase effects. I will channel my 2 runes for turn. I'll keep them a little organized, and then I will draw for turn. All right. That Targans is kind of speaking to me, since now I might want to
That is a good
keep
battlefield, I
my.
feel like.
Yeah, that is a good battlefield. So I think to start, you're all tapped out. So I will play Mask of Foresight. It is a gear that costs 2 energy. It allows me when a friendly unit attacks or defends alone to give it +1 might this turn. So I will have Pit Rookie attack into Targan's Peak alone. So Mask of Foresight will allow it to become a 3 might unit.
And since you're conquering a battlefield and there's nobody there, I'm assuming you automatically score a point, correct?
No.
Ah,
So
okay.
even though there is not a
Mm-hmm.
combat, a showdown still occurs. So since I am the attacking player,
Mm-hmm.
I have focus, which means I get
Gotcha.
priority first. So if I wanted to, I can play a spell at this moment. I am not going to, so I will pass priority to you. So
Ah,
obviously
understood.
you are tapped out,
Mm-hmm.
but if you had spells, you would have a window at this time
Okay.
to respawn, or you could either play an action or reaction in this current window to me moving into the
Okay,
battlefield.
that I did not know because when I played with my friend, we normally made it so if anybody would go to conquer a field, we would automatically get them a point, and we didn't really do
I
any of that.
wish. I
Yeah.
wish that'd be quite fun. All right. So do you? I'm assuming. Well, let me just ask. Do you have any spells you would like to play this window?
I do not.
All right. Sounds good. So now I will conquer. I will go to 1. So now Targan's battlefield will proc since I conquered.
Hmm.
At the end of the turn, I can ready 2 runes. I will choose the 2 green runes that I have exhausted this turn.
And
And I
also,
think with that,
now that you've officially conquered, that's when you get the point, correct?
correct.
Correct. So
Yes.
we'll give you a +1 there.
Yep. Yep. Awesome. Awesome. All right. And then with that, I will pass it back to you. And at the end of my turn, because of Targan's, 2 runes will ready.
Awesome. That is good. So, moving on to my turn, I'm gonna I untap first, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Yep.
So untap everything. I'm gonna channel 2 runes. I'll also
Hmm.
try and keep it organized as much as I can. And then I'm going to draw a card. So now I have a
Hmm.
total of 5 cards in my hand again. I've got 4
Hmm.
runes. This one's upside down. Hmm. So you currently have nothing in your base apart from gear, a piece of gear.
Correct.
And
Yep.
then you also have the Pit Rookie, which is a 2 might on the battlefield Targon's Peak. Okay.
Yep. So he's currently he's a
Mhm.
2 might unit,
Yep.
just currently standing right now. If you
Mhm.
attack into him, since he is defending alone, he will get an additional +1
Yes.
might off of Mask of Foresight, and then additional +2 might off of the Master Yi Legend
Gotcha.
ability.
So that could essentially be a 5 might unit whenever I would
Yep.
attack. Understood.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay. So what I think I'm gonna do. I see you also have 4 runes available. Let me have a thing. I will. Okay. This might be actually a pretty interesting way of looking at this. This could be a very bad decision, but I'm going to do it just for fun, just so I guess we can learn and see if this is working the way I imagine it would.
Of
So
course. Of
I
course.
have. I'm going to use a spell, Get Excited, which costs 2 runes and then 1 red recycle. I can tap
Hmm.
my Kaisa because her ability. Let me bring it up onto the screen. Kaisa. Where is she? There you go. So I can tap her, and then I can add 1 random recycle or of any color, and then I can use that only to play spells. And because Get Excited is a spell, if I tap my Kai'Sa, that means I do not need to recycle the 1 red rune. I can only pay 2
Correct.
mana cost. So I tap 2 cards to play this spell, and it says discard 1, deal its energy cost as damage to a unit at a battlefield. So I will go ahead and discard.
So
Mhm.
before
Sure.
you do this, because to my understanding
Mhm.
on this ruling is if I would like to counter this spell, you
Gotcha.
do not discard a card. I
Understood.
could be incorrect on that, but that is my understanding
Okay.
on it. So I will respond by reacting with Defy. I
Mhm.
will tap down 1 to generate the 1 energy for the cost, and recycle back 1 green rune to pay the green power cost. As I said, is it a reaction? It allows me to counter a spell with no more than 4 energy and no more than 1 power.
Mhm.
So I will attempt to counter your Get Excited.
Cool. And then I guess I could do the exact same thing as well, but I don't have anything like that. So I guess you just counter my spell, and this goes to the trash. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, my plan did not work out as intended, but at least I got rid of 1 of your cards, and you probably have 2 more of those. So I guess the next thing I'm going to try and attempt to do is. Okay, let's try this. I'm going to go ahead and attack with my Immortal Phoenix. So this is a 3 might unit, and it has Assault 2, so it gets +2, so it's a total might of 5. Your Pit Rookie is a 2. With Master Yi, it's another 2. And with your gear, it's another 1, which means it's a 5 versus 5 might. And
Yep.
since I'm attacking, it's currently my focus. So I'm going
Yep.
to pay 1 rune, tap that to play Stupefy, where it says give a unit -1 this turn to a minimum of 1 might, and then draw 1. So I'm going to do that towards your Pit Rookie to give it a -1 to change it to a 4. And I guess this is your
Yep.
time where you can play a reaction, right?
Yep. Yep. So I will indeed react to that. I will play out Discipline. You have a lot of spells in this deck. It might be a little annoying today. So I'm going to react with Discipline. So I will target Pit Rookie. Discipline is a reaction that will give 2 might to a unit this turn, and once it resolves, it will allow me to draw a card. So currently, since they resolve backwards, starting with the most recently played card, Pit Rookie is currently a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 might unit.
Gotcha. Which means
And then,
that you're going to have 1 more might than me when my card resolves. So
correct.
I'm basically just
Yep.
going to get killed. Okay, cool. In that case, you draw a card from the effect of
Yep.
Discipline, and I
Yep.
also draw one
Discipline.
from the effect of Stupefy. So I failed to
Exactly.
conquer, which means that this card goes to my trash, and also my Immortal Phoenix goes to the trash. And one important thing to note as well with Immortal Phoenix, if I bring it up on screen again, the effect of this card is when you kill a unit with a spell, you may pay 1 rune and then 1 red recycle to play me from your trash. So it's not the worst thing that
Card
it
is
died
quite
because
good.
I can bring it back in the future. So that was my failed attempt
Sure.
at attacking. I don't really have anything else I can do, which means I'm going to pass my turn over to you now.
Right, sounds good. So I will get my point for holding, so that will put me to 2. I will awaken everything on board. I will channel my 2 runes for the turn. Let me organize it a little better than this. And then we will draw for turn. So I'm currently at 2. So I'm actually going to start by... I need to remember if I can do that.
Well, we technically do have a few judges in the chat, so worst case, we get a judge call in the middle of the
Perfect, perfect, perfect. I know that there is a new ruling on Sona, and that is what's messing up. So let's play it a little more simply. We're going to play Meditation. So I will tap 2 to pay the energy cost for it. Meditation is a reaction, but I am allowed to use it as a regular spell. As an additional cost to play this, I can exhaust a friendly unit. If I do, I can draw 2 cards. If I do not exhaust it, I just draw 1. So I will exhaust my readied Pit Rookie that is at Targans, and I will draw 2 cards.
Gotcha. I guess
And
playing this Targon's Peak Battlefield would be a lot better if I was going first, because it's so strong, I guess, to ramp up your runes, right?
Yeah, for the first turn for your initial conquer, yeah, it's very, very good. And then I will simply pay 2 to play another Mask of Foresight. So while the Pit Rookie is defending alone, now not only does he get the +2 might from the Master Yi legend, but now he will also get +2 might off of the double Masks of Foresight. Okay. And then with that, I will pass it back to you with 4 cards in hand and 1 rune ready.
Nice. Okay, so beginning of turn, untap everything, and then channel 2 runes. So now I have a total of 6 runes. I have 4 Mind runes and 2 Fury runes. I have a total of 4 cards in my hand, and I'm going to draw 1, and also my Kaiser untaps as well. I do have a question. With Immortal Phoenix, if it says play me from trash, that still counts when it comes in exhausted, correct? Or does...
I'm sorry, could you say that
Immortal
one more time?
Phoenix, if I were to bring it back from my trash, so this says when you kill a unit with a spell, you must pay 1 rune and then 1 red recycle to play from your trash. When that comes back, I assume it comes back exhausted, right?
Yes, it will.
Gotcha. Understood. That Pit Rookie is really annoying, even though it's a pretty low mic card. So what I think I'm going to do here is... the Pit Rookie is a total of 3 might, correct? Or is it total of 2 might?
It is current base
The
might
base
is
might
just
is 2, understood. And all the effects you have is only when it's defending, which means What I think my
Exactly. So
play
it's a
here
little
is
rough and
I'm
new.
gonna pay four of my runes. I'm gonna tap 4 runes, and I'm gonna play Disintegrate. Um, and let me bring that up on screen to show you what it does.
Hmm.
And Disintegrate, deal 3 to a unit at a battlefield. If this kills it, draw 1. So I'm going to target the Pit Rookie because it has a base might of 2, and hopefully it kills it unless you have something to stop this.
So yeah, it would
Okay.
not be Master Yi if I did not
Oh,
have
okay.
a
God damn
reaction.
it.
So
God damn it.
I will say at least I cannot prevent the damage being dealt, but I can react with On Guard. So it gives a friendly unit +1 might this turn. If it is the only unit that I control in that area, I get an additional +1. So
Okay.
now it gives him +2. So it does not prevent the damage, but I am at least now a 4 might unit, so you will not get the draw off of your Disintegrate.
Understood. So it does survive, and the only time
It
things
does.
heal is at the end of combat or at the end of a turn, right?
Exactly,
Gotcha.
correct. Correct. And it's also important to note that the damage that you have dealt does not reduce the might of the
Mm-hmm.
unit. It just basically gives damage to it. So I'm currently a 4 might unit
Mm-hmm.
with 3 damage. I'm not just
Understood.
a 1 might unit.
Understood.
Yep, yep.
So I guess I'm slowly getting rid of all your spells, but I guess I can't really do anything anymore since I'm pretty much tapped out of everything I have, uh, which means I'm going to pass it over to you. And now that it's your turn,
Sounds
you also gain
good.
an additional point for holding, correct?
Yep,
Cool.
correct. So I will go to 3. So we'll start by awakening. So reading everything. Alright, we will then move to channel, channeling 2 new runes, and then we will draw our card for turn. We are going to here. Let's start like this. We are going to pay 4,
Mhm.
and we will recycle 1 green rune to play down a Sona.
Okay.
Sona is when I'm at a battlefield, ready for friendly units at the or ready
Oh no.
for ready for friendly runes at the end of your turn. My
Okay.
apologies.
Well, I'm just not
Um,
going to be able to play any more spells, I guess.
and I will try and play a ton of them. So we will retreat back Pit Rookie so that Sona is
Mm-hmm.
alone by herself at this battlefield. And then I will play down another Pit Rookie. This time I will use her when played ability. When played, I can buff another friendly unit that does not have a buff, so I will buff the Sona.
Mm-hmm.
So now Sona is a base 5 might unit.
Gotcha.
And then with that, I will pass it back to you with 2 cards in my hand. But Sona's ability will go off, allowing me to ready 1, 2, 3, 4 runes at the end of the turn. So now it is passed back to you. I have 2 cards in hand, and I currently have 5 runes ready.
Okay, and I guess when you buff, do you just put a buff card underneath a card? Because I see a lot of people have been doing it that way, right?
Yeah, it's basically just an attachment. It's just a
Okay.
reminder that, like a physical reminder that
Okay.
you have 1 more might.
That is really cool. I didn't know there was like a buff card like that. What I would do is I would just usually just put on a dice, and then I just put 1 on it. But having like a buff card underneath is a really nice way of doing it. So I need to get some
Yeah, I
of
definitely
those.
think it's definitely a player preference,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm definitely a card
Oh
guy
yeah,
for
cards
sure.
would be amazing, especially if I can get some shiny buffs. That would be amazing. Okay,
Oh yeah, absolutely, for sure.
so now that it is my turn, everything untaps. So here we are. I channel 2 runes, so I get an additional Fury, and turns out I accidentally tried to channel from my hand that I had on the side of my thing, so I was confused when I drew something. There we go. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 runes total, 4 Mind, 4 Fury. I draw 1 card, so now I have 5 total in my hand. And what do I do here? I think I'm gonna pay 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna pay 6 runes to bring in a Kaiser, and then I need to channel 1 blue one.
Ooh, pretty good.
Or
Pretty
recycle 1,
good.
sorry, not channel. So that goes to the bottom of my rune deck. So I have my Kai'Sa out here. I also have a Kai'Sa here in my champion field that I can bring out anytime, but I haven't done that yet. I just had this in my hand, so I decided to play it from there. So here I have my Kai'Sa, and it comes in exhausted. So here we have her, and her effect is the evolutionary Kai'Sa. So if I bring it up, when I conquer, you may play a spell from your trash with energy cost less than your points without paying its energy cost, then recycle it. But I have 0 points, which is fun. Cool. Now that I did this, that's a 6 might unit.
5 might base, 6, 7 off mastery, 8, 9 off master
Okay.
foresight when defending.
So it's a 5 base, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a really cool card. Let me bring it up on screen. It is Sky Splitter. So this costs 8 runes and 1 red recycle. However, it says this spell's energy cost is reduced by the highest might amongst units you control. And I control a Kai'Sa, which is 6. So this energy cost is reduced by 6, which means it's 2 runes that I need to pay for this and 1 red recycle. And because it's a spell, I can tap my Kai'Sa, therefore I don't need to recycle anything, and I'm just going to pay these 2 runes. So now I have no runes ready, all of them are exhausted in order to play this. And then this deals 5 damage to a unit at a battlefield, which I intend to damage the Sona. So hopefully kill it.
Sounds good. All right, so we're gonna have to try our luck here.
Oh no.
I will react by playing meditation. I do not have any ready units, so I will only be able to draw 1 card because I will not be able to tap down another to draw another. So I will react by drawing here. Do you have any response to meditation?
I do not. So I guess now I pass the focus back to you after you drew, and then to see if you can just top deck anything.
Something to
Gotcha.
anything. Nope. Yeah, we did not get there.
Thank God.
Yeah, so
Thank God.
yes, sir. Sona will fall.
Amazing. So Sky Splitter is out, which means that you don't have anything there anymore, which is nice. You got 2 pit rookies, which I guess on your turn they're gonna probably take over some battlefields, but at least I managed to clear something, which is nice. And I know that I removed a lot of your removal spells already, so I'm pretty happy.
Very true.
So I'm going to pass it over to you now.
Alright, sounds good. So we will start by awakening everything. Alright. We will channel our 2 for turn. And then we'll draw for turn. Alright, so now we're looking at 3. Should we do... Kai'Sa is a 6 might unit, correct?
Correct, 6 might.
Right, 2, 4, 5, 6. Do I have a way to do that? We just trade.
Oh yeah,
I think I might have to
because
just
of
trade.
you get that 2 might because of your 2 pieces of gear. You get an additional 2.
Yep.
And then with the pit rookie being 2, that's a 6. So if you hold as a 6, then
that's quite good. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna move pit rookie into Targon's Peak. I do not have any spells for when attacking, so focus will pass, or priority will pass to you.
I can't do anything. All my runes are exhausted.
Alright, sounds good. So I'll get a point for conquering. I'll go to 4.
Cool.
Targon's Peak at the end of the turn will ready 2 of my exhausted units. So I think, you know what? I think I'll do this before just to be a little safe. I'm gonna play Clockwork Keeper. It costs 2 energy. It has an on-play effect that as you play me, you can pay 1 green power as an additional cost, and if I do draw 1, I will recycle 1 green. On play, I will draw me a card. That will help, I think. All right, this is going to be kind of interesting to pull off. So, before I do something, let's do the other pit rookie over to Dreaming Tree. All right, so go to 5, I believe, off the Conquer.
Yep.
I will then, we're going to play Charm for 1 cost, and then it is a 1 green power cost.
I see.
To recycle. It will allow me to move an enemy unit, so I will target Kai'Sa, and I will attempt to bring her into Dreaming Tree.
Cool. So she's now in the Dreaming Tree, and I guess you can force initiate a showdown there.
Showdown.
Cool. And I guess they're just going to trade each other, right? Because...
So currently, yes. So because I'm 2 off Pit Rookie, and since I'm defending now, it goes to 4 off Mastery, 5 and 6 off the Masks of Foresight. You are the attacker, so you get focus. So do you have any spells that you like to play?
Nothing.
All right, sounds good. So then when priority passes to me, I will be able to play an action card, Primal Strength. It will cost 4 and recycle 1 orange rune for power. It will allow me to buff my unit by +7.
Damn.
So now I will jump to a 13 might unit.
Wait, that only costs 4. Damn, that's a great card.
Yeah, it's quite good.
That's a great
yes,
card.
it's very
That's
good.
a really
Kind of
good card.
the bread and butter of Master Yi for sure, for sure. And then what is nice is this will count towards the target for a Dreaming Tree because I am choosing Pit Rookie as my unit.
So you get to draw an additional card. And I guess my
Yes,
Kaiser
sir.
just straight up dies because I can't really do anything about that. So it
Yeah,
goes
it's
over to my
it's quite
trash.
big. Yep. All right, so that good. And then, like I said, Dreaming Tree will go off, allowing me to draw a card. Guess I should look at these cards, see what they are. All right, cool, cool, cool. And then with that, I will actually pass it back to you with only 2 cards in hand and only 1 green rune ready.
Cool. So I'm gonna ready my runes, ready Kaiser. I'm gonna channel 2 additional runes. So now I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The good thing is you cannot win next round by holding 2 battlefields, so it gives me a round of breathing room. I know you have 2 cards. I'm going to draw one. And also for you, Experiment, I did have a Phoenix in my trash. However, I didn't have any runes available to pay for that after I used the spell, so I couldn't bring it back, sadly. Although I would love to. That would have actually been really good, but not this time. The base might of your Pit Rookies is currently 2, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. Why couldn't you have brought back the Phoenix?
Because you need to pay 1 mana and then recycle 1
Oh, it's the
red.
circle.
Yes,
yeah, gotcha, gotcha. Okay,
yeah,
I thought it was just the recycle.
Yeah, so I didn't have any. So you just need to recycle 1. I'm pretty sure you need to also pay. Let me bring out Immortal Phoenix. If you have a look at the screen, the card is on the left. Yeah. So you do need to pay 1 mana and also recycle 1 red. So sadly, I couldn't play it that way. Yeah. But I would love to, but sadly not. Sadly, we don't get what we want all the time. Okay, so both of your cards are base might 2, correct? They're both Pit Rookies?
Yes, sir. They're quite small little guys.
Understood. So, what I'm going to do is... I'm going to try at least do something. So I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to just tap 6 mana, or exhaust 6 right here. In order to play Singularity.
Good plays.
Actually, sorry, I'm going to...
You're totally fine. Yeah,
here.
pay the 2 blue.
Exactly.
Yep.
I will tap Kaiser to recycle 1 blue 1, and then I'll recycle this mana as well. This blue one here down below, and it says deal 6 to each of up to 2 units. So I will do that to both of the Pit Rookies to kill it. Now, because I killed, do you want to react in any way, shape, or form?
No, you are good.
Gotcha.
I do not have.
So now, because I killed a unit with a spell, I may pay 1, which I will here. So I will pay 1, and then I will recycle 1 to bring in the Immortal Phoenix. So that comes in tapped. Then I have 2 mana left, and I will tap this to then also bring in a Watchful Sentry. And the Watchful Sentry has an effect which is Death Knell, which means if it dies or is killed, I get to draw 1 card. So now I have 2 units in my base. You currently control no battlefields, which is amazing. So that gives me a little bit of breathing room. And I'm going to end my turn, and it's up to you now.
It sounds good. We will start by awakening everything, channeling our 2 runes per turn, and then drawing for a turn. Let's start with, I think I would like to have, let's have Clockwork Keeper move into Targon's Peak. Right, so I will pass. I'm not playing any spells.
I can't play any either, so I guess you conquer that and you gain a point, so now you're on 6.
Yep, go to 6. I will then play another Clockwork Keeper for 2, activating his on-play by paying a green power cost by recycling a green rune to draw me a card. And then I don't have access to that. I guess with it there, I'll just pass. So
Cool.
I think I will activate. When I pass, activate Targan's ability to ready a rune, and then it is on you, my friend.
Amazing. So my 2 mind runes, my Phoenix and my Watchful Sentry, and all these runes get readied again. My Kai'Sa also becomes ready. I then will channel 2 additional runes. So now I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 again. I currently have 2 cards in my hand, and I'm going to draw 1 additional card to have 3. And I get to do something this round, which will be pretty nice. Okay, I'm going to try something cool. So the Clockwork Keeper is a base might of 2, correct?
Just 2, yes sir.
Understood.
Yes, sir.
So, let's see if this actually could work. Let's see. So I'm gonna play. Oops, sorry. I'm gonna play Darius here for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, you're making me nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think this could be cool. So I'm paying 5 runes here and recycling 1 for Darius. His effect is. Let me bring him up. When you play your second card in a turn, give me +2 might this turn and ready me. So this was my first card, so if I play another card, then he'll become readied, correct? If I'm understanding that right.
Yes sir.
Okay,
Yes
amazing.
sir. That is how it works.
So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 runes available. I will then play Get Excited for 2 runes. So I play this one and this one,
Yes,
and I will pay the Kai'Sa. So now it says discard 1, deal its energy cost as damage to a unit at a battlefield, ignore its power cost. So I'm going to discard an Immortal Phoenix.
Oh, that's
so now
crazy combo.
that's to kill
yes,
the Clockwork
yes,
Keeper, unless you have anything to react.
I will not react
So
to
this
that.
dies,
You are
and
good.
now because I killed with a spell, I can pay 1 mana and recycle 1 red
Yes, sir.
in order to bring Immortal Phoenix back. Sorry, and I recycle this, and then my Darius becomes readied because I played a second card this turn. So now he has 5 might. He has an additional 2 this turn, and is ready. I have my Watchful Sentry and my Immortal Phoenix. So what I am going to do now is bring my... Also, I have no cards in my hand left, just to let you know. I will take my Darius.
Oh, my bad. Did the wrong one. I'm assuming you targeted the Clockwork at the battlefield, correct?
Yes. I targeted the one at the battlefield.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Yeah,
Yep.
I now... Because I know you're on 6, it's going to be pretty difficult for you to... I'm going to move my Watchful Sentry here to this battlefield to conquer it. Unless you have anything.
Yes, sir.
So I gain 1 point.
You are good, my friend.
Now I'm going to move my Darius with a might of 7 here. To conquer it. So I'm going to get an additional 1 point. So now I'm on 2 points, which is great. And this is only buffed until the end of my turn, right?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah, this turn. So that means when I end my turn, that's no longer going to be a 7. So this is a 5, this is a 1. I'm going to keep both of my Immortal Phoenixes here, I think. Actually, no, I'm going to bring this one here as well. I'll move that over. And also, as a note, you can play stuff in any order you want. So I could conquer, then I could play a card into the battlefield that I control. But in this scenario, I conquered both, and then I moved my Immortal Phoenix into this battlefield. So this battlefield has a Watchful Sentry and an Immortal Phoenix now, and then this battlefield has just a Darius in there. I have no cards in my hand. This Immortal Phoenix here is exhausted, and I will end my turn and pass it over to you.
It sounds good. So we will awaken my only exhausted unit. We will channel our 2 runes for turn, and then we will draw for turn. This is going to be difficult. I'm staring down, 4 on one side, 5 on the other. So I think my optimal play would be
so a 3 and a 1, and then a 5.
Yep, sounds good. So I want to have Clockwork Keeper attack into Targan's Peak. One attacking, since he is attacking alone. Both of the Masks of Foresights will go off, so I'm attacking with 4 might unit. And then when attacking, I will pay 2 to play Discipline. So Clockwork Keeper is currently swinging as a 6 might unit.
Gotcha. So that means both of these die, correct? I don't have anything to play.
Correct.
Got
So
nothing in my hand.
Yep.
So
they will both die.
die.
Discipline resolves, allowing me to draw a card.
And because I have Death Knell, when I die, draw a card. So I will draw 1 card right now.
Yep. Since I conquered, I will go to 7. Targans will trigger at the end of the turn. And then to pass my turn, I will pay 5 energy
That's
and
Snapvine, right?
2 green. Yes, sir.
Nice.
2 green power. So I will target a unit on a battlefield off of his effect, which the target will be Darius. It will allow us to essentially challenge. We just deal damage equal to our mites to each other. So since Snapvine is 6, I'll deal 6 to Darius. Excuse me, and Darius will do 5 back to me.
Cool.
Right, and then with that, I will pass, and Targans will ready 2 runes. So passing it back to you with 3 runes ready and 3 cards in hand.
Cool. I thought things were going very well. They kind of are, but not as well as I thought. That Snapvine has
Definitely had me
change.
nervous, I'm not going to lie. When that Darius came down, I definitely got nervous.
So I'm going to channel 2 runes, ready everything, and I'm going to draw a card. Okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 runes available. What I am going to do is... I think this might be the way to go. Okay. Wait, how many cards do you have? 3, right? This is
3 cards in hand, 3
Okay.
runes up, Clockwork in battlefield, and Snapvine in base.
Okay, this is risky because I could lose the game off of this. Because if I make a mistake now and I have nothing on any battlefield, then I just lose. So it would be safe for me to go here because then you need to commit the Snapvine into here. And you're not defending, so you don't get the Master Yi buff.
I don't get any buffs, correct.
Okay. Those gears that you have, what do they do again?
Absolutely. So they're the exact same thing. When a friendly unit attacks or defends alone, give it +1 might this turn. So if I attack with Snapvine by himself, he'll go up to 8 just off the Mask of Foresight. Or if you attack into Clockwork Keeper, they will get the buff as well.
Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I will try this. I'm going to pay 3. And then tap my Kaiser to not recycle anything. To deal 4 to a unit at a battlefield. So I want to deal 4 to this Clockwork Keeper that you have.
You know, I think I might have to let that go. Yep, Clockwork Keeper is finito.
Nice. And I get to draw a card. And also, because I killed a unit with a battlefield... I killed a unit... I can play the effect of Immortal Phoenix. So when you kill a unit with a spell, you may pay 1 rune and 1 recycle to play me from your trash. So I'm going to go ahead and pay 1 and then recycle it to play this Immortal Phoenix in there. So now this battlefield is empty, this one is empty.
Yes, sir.
Oh, no, I did the math wrong. No! I did the math wrong. I am lacking 1 mana, but I'm just gonna take that hit.
Dude, that is like the slogan of Riftbound.
I'm gonna take the hit. I'm gonna take the hit. I'm gonna take the hit. God damn it. Let's see. I think I just lost because I did that. I think I've lost because I just miscalculated.
Unfortunate. I thought you were cooking.
No.
Dude, I thought you were cooking.
No, okay, so I'll show you what I have in my hand and what I tried doing. So I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana available, right? My plan was to take over this battlefield and then bring out the Kaiser on there. So then I have 6 and a 3. However, my problem was that I miscalculated and I brought out this Immortal Phoenix. If I didn't bring that out, if I did not bring that out, I would have been able to play the Kaiser. So then it would have been pretty hard for you to grab this. And because you only have the Snapvine, which is a total of 6, you would get another additional 2, which is an 8. So I would still have 1 more might than you, so I would have lived for another turn, I guess.
I'm not sure if you're able to see it, but I still do have my chosen champion matching me as well.
Yeah.
So he comes in readied. So he is another potential swinger.
And then next turn, I also had a Caffeine Rain that I was going to play. So
yeah, that would have been a problem for sure.
Okay, so,
that would definitely would have been.
Okay.
Problem.
You know what? GG for this one. Unlucky, that was close. Miscalculated at the end, but. This is how it goes.
Like I said, that's Riftbound. That is there's so many times where you're just 1 short.
Oh, it was so close, so close. So I'll give you the point here to win. I'll reset the scores
Sounds
to
good.
0. Oops.
Right, and while you're doing it, just give me 1 second to step
Yeah,
away
no
from
worries. Do your
1
thing. Do
second.
your thing. I
Right,
will
sounds
spend this
good,
time
sounds good.
reshuffling. Oh, that was so close. God damn it. I thought that I could, outthink Max, but I guess that wasn't the case. I misplayed by 1 spell. I was pretty close. Pretty close. But this time I'm not going to make the mistake of just letting him get onto points pretty early because I found it really, really hard to get rid of it, especially that there are so many counter spells. So I'm going to try and play differently this time. So let's shuffle everything up. I really love shuffling the Riftbound cards because you don't have so many of them. Like in Commander where you're trying to shuffle 100 sleeved cards. That is the biggest pain in the ass ever. So at least I don't have to do that here, which is nice. So I'm going to take all these cards. Boom. Shuffle them up. In whatever random way I can. While Max is stepping away for a second. Which is nice. And hopefully I don't get 2-0'd. Hopefully I can maybe at least get one available, which would be nice. So 3 separate piles. I'm also going to print more proxies. I'm not sure what I'm going to print, but we'll see. I really enjoy playing Victor. I really want to try playing Master Yi because it seems like a very fun deck. And I also want to try out Ari potentially because I just like the champion. And I might also play Volibear because I'm also a fan of Volibear and how Volibear looks like. So that's what I'm going to go for next. That is the plan. Cool. I'm all shuffled up. And I guess while we're waiting as well for Max, I'll bring up the deck list that we have again. So moving into my deck list, let's have a look. So if I bring that up full screen so I can see that myself, here we have the deck I'm running. Let me get this card viewer off. So I'm running 8 Fury runes and then 4 Mind runes. I have 2 Kaiser Evolutionaries and one of them is in my champion field so I can play it anytime. Like I said, I got this off of the Piltover Archive website a while back, so I didn't actually make this deck. I just grabbed it ages ago and just brought it in. So I don't have such cool cards as Hex Deck Ray that I was looking at this morning, which I really wanted to get. So for next time, I definitely will. And then to remind everybody of Max's deck, here we have the amazing Master Yi deck that has so much counterplay. So much counterplay. I was so happy towards the end, by the way, because I was like, I've calculated this. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to come back. It doesn't matter that you're like on match point because I got rid of most of your counter spells. I knew it's going to be a bit hard for you to carry on, and if I like establish a big presence, it would be nice, but sadly it didn't work out the way I wanted it to.
You were 100% exhausting a lot of my resources, and you were looking like you were about to start building momentum back up, and I was definitely getting nervous. I think you said that one extra energy really made a huge difference.
Cool. So if we move on to the next match, it is currently 1-0 to you. You started first. Does that mean I go first this time, or do I choose which?
So because you are the player that lost the most recent game, you now have the option to choose who you would like to start off.
So
again, though, we do have to do the battlefields, choose them, set them, and reveal them. But of course, you know that you have control. So of course, if you want to go first, obviously you can choose a battlefield that allow you to go
I'm
first.
putting a battlefield here, and I also want to go first. And as a note, I cannot use the same battlefield as the last game, correct? In a best of 3.
Correct.
And that is why people bring 3 battlefields, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. What if I bring 2 copies of the same card?
Hopefully 2-0 your opponent before you reveal that third one. Yeah.
Cool.
So I will reveal. I have Grove of the God Willow. It is a battlefield that when you hold at this location, you are able to draw 1 card.
Nice. And I have Void Gate, which is spells and abilities affecting units here each deal 1 bonus damage, and each instance of damage the spell deals is increased by 1. So does this mean if I use one spell, it's an extra +1 bonus damage, and if I use a
Yep.
second spell, that's +2 damage, a third one an additional +3 damage?
To my knowledge,
Okay,
yes.
understood.
Yes,
That's
yes.
what makes the most sense. So these are the new battlefields, and I'm going to decide to go first this time around.
Sounds good.
So we both draw 4 cards,
Mhm.
3 and 4. And I am...
1, 2, 3, 4. I am very happy with this hand, so I am opting
I don't know if I'm very
to
happy
not
with it, but I
smoke
also don't want to
in.
get rid of anything, so I'm just going to keep it as it is.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Sounds good. Then you are good to start whenever you are ready,
Amazing.
my friend.
So I will channel 2 runes. So my Fury in my mind. I will then draw a card. And I'll pass over to you.
See, I want to be excited about that, but at the same time, I'm kind of nervous because that means anything I play, I may be in trouble. But we will go through the steps. I have nothing to awaken. I have no beginning abilities, but I will channel my runes for the turn. It will be 2 per turn. Since I'm the last player going this round, I get an additional, so I get 3. And then I get to draw my card per turn. So we will simply start off by paying 2 to play out the Stalwart Puro. He is a 2 energy, 2 might unit, but he does have shield, which means when he is a defender, he gets +1 might.
Gotcha.
So even more might that you have to deal with when you attack into my stuff.
Oh, we got a small question as well from Corey in the chat. If you could move your Yi into frame just so the chat could see it, because it's
Absolutely,
nice.
I can.
Yeah, perfect.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Amazing. I need to get you one of these playmats. I need to get you one of these sent.
Yeah, they're pretty clean. I saw the Riftbound logo in the center
Oh,
too.
yeah, right there.
They're pretty
You don't
nice.
see it right now,
Yes,
but
sir.
I'll show it afterwards.
Yeah, it's clean.
Okay, cool.
It's
So
clean.
now it's my turn. You have 1 unit in your base exhausted. So next turn that's going to get ready and then be able to move. So I will channel 2 runes. So I'm on at 4. I will draw a card. And also there is no limit to how many cards you can have drawn, correct? So there's no hand size limit.
Correct.
Okay, understood.
Correct.
I'm just making sure.
Now that's another question that makes me nervous. How many cards you about to draw?
Okay, so I'm gonna keep it a little chill for now. I will play Ravenbloom Student, which is a very simple card. Let me bring it up. When you play a spell, give me +1 this turn, and that comes in exhausted, and I just pay 2 mana for that. And there's nothing I really want to do at this point, so I'm just gonna let it slide and then pass my turn over to you.
Alright, sounds good. Again, that's making me a little nervous. Alright, so start off. We'll awaken everything.
Don't worry, you're just gonna counterspell everything.
That's the hope. Fingers crossed. Alright, readying 2 more runes. And then we will draw for our turn. Look at our hand. Let's see. So I guess before I do anything, let's do... We're going to play out Pitch Rookie on play. When played, I can buff another friendly unit. So there is... Even though it is my turn, if you do have a reaction, since this is an ability, even though I'm not in a showdown or on a battlefield, you do have the option to respond to that. Do you have a reaction to me attempting to buff Poro?
Nope.
Alright, sounds good. So
I do not.
Poro will be buffed. So Poro is currently a 3 base might unit currently.
So
I'm
just to
going
note as well, the buff gives
Sure.
it to its base, correct?
Correct.
Understood.
Correct.
Understood.
So he's an additional +1 no matter what. So I will move the Poro into God Willow. I'm probably going to try and avoid that Void Gate as much as I possibly can. Alright, so now that I move in, I do start a showdown. I will pass. I do not have anything that I would like to play at this moment.
Question I have is, in a showdown, can you play an action or is it only reactions?
That is actually a very, very good question. So Since I have
Mm-hmm.
focus, I have. Oops, sorry. Give me one second.
Take all the time you need.
All right, sorry about
No,
that.
you're all good.
Uh, when I'm attacking, I have focus. Since I have focus, that simply means that I'm the first person that gets priority. So when I have priority as the attacker, I have the ability to use a spell, a reaction spell, or an action spell. Either of those can start a stack. If I play a spell in the showdown, you can only react to my
And then
action
when
or
you pass the
reaction
focus to
with a
me, that's when I
reaction.
can play an action, right?
Well, not only that,
Okay.
that is correct. But if I pass priority here without playing a
Mm-hmm.
spell, since it is technically an open stack, you can still play an action. You can
Understood.
start the chain since there's technically nothing going on yet.
Okay.
So as I'm attacking, I am passing priority. I'm not playing anything. So it is on to you if you would like to play a
So
action
that's
or
a free
reaction.
base might unit, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Just because I don't want you to start collecting points. Or actually, you know what? I'm just gonna let it be. I'm gonna let you take it.
I love those are my that's my favorite thing you said to me all day. All right, cool.
I'm
So
gonna
I
let it
will
be.
get a point for conquering. So that'll be my first point of this game. And then what do we want to do? Actually, I guess I'm content. I think so. I will pass it back to you with 3 runes up and 4 cards in
Cool.
hand.
So I'm gonna ready everything on my side. I will then channel an additional 2 runes. So I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hero runes and 1 mind rune. So I have a total of 6 available for me. And I will go ahead and draw a card. So I have a total of 6 cards in my hand. Um, hmm. I think this might be. Hmm. And you also have, when you hold it here, you draw 1 on the Grove of the Godwiller, which means when it's your turn, you're going to be able to draw an additional card. So you'll get 2 cards. And that's going to be very annoying for me later on, so I assume I kind of want to take this
Of
of it.
course, of
Um,
course. You don't want to give me more counter
and
spells?
and
I
this
think
is
that'd be
good for
okay.
me because I can just throw spells at it and deal more damage. And then
Exactly,
if I hold
exactly.
this is beneficial for me to just throw spells at. And then here, I think it's good if I hold it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay 4 mana, or 4 runes, and then I will recycle 1 to bring in Vayne. And I will
Ooh, good card,
recycle
good
that.
card.
I will bring Vayne up on the screen for everybody to read. Vayne, the Hunter. If an opponent controls a battlefield, I enter ready, and because you control Grove of the Godwillow, she enters ready. And when I conquer, you may pay 1 mana to return me to the owner's hand. So I can basically conquer the field and then return it and still get the point for the conquer, which is good.
Yeah,
Um,
card is very good.
so what I think I'm going to do is take Vayne, bring it over here, and also Ravenbloom student, just so I can confirm in case you have any annoying spells. So she has Assault 3, so +3 while I'm an attacker. So a total of 5 might on the Vayne, and a total of 2 might on the Ravenbloom student. So that is a total of 7, if I can count correctly.
Might, yeah,
So
that
7
is
might.
pretty good, pretty good. All right. Would you, since you are the attacker, you are focused. Would you like to play any spells?
I would not like to play any spells.
All right. So, see, you're telling me all the right things. I'm loving hearing this. All right. So, when priority passes to me,
Mm-hmm.
I will play on guard. For 1 energy, does not a power cost. Unguard again is a reaction spell. It gives a friendly unit +1 might this turn, and then if it is the only unit I control here, it gets an
Mm-hmm.
additional might. So since you are attacking, Poro's shield ability goes off, so the buff is also there. So it is a 2, 3, 4 unit with shield, 5, 6 with uh 2, 3, 4. 5, 6 off of the Mastery Legend ability, and then I will go to 7, 8 off of the Unguard.
Gotcha. And I assume, will the focus now pass back to me?
The priority will. If the chain resolves, the focus will pass. But currently, the stack is still
Understood.
alive, so priority passes back to you.
Gotcha. So now I will play a spell, which is Get Excited. Discard one, deal its energy cost as damage to a unit at a battlefield. So I'm gonna pay.
Okay, so I just want to check.
Yes.
So since that's an action, I'm assuming you're allowing the Enguardian
Correct.
to
Yes,
resolve.
I'm allowing that to resolve.
All right, sounds good. Sounds
Yes.
good. Sounds good.
So this comes out here, and now it creates, I guess, a new stack. Correct.
Yes, correct.
So I pay this, and because it's a spell, I will tap my Kaiser to not pay a recycle cost, and I will discard. The base might is 3, correct?
Correct.
So
Yep.
I will discard.
But at this time, now that we have already gone into a combat showdown, all of my when defendings have triggered, so I'm currently standing at a 7 might unit.
Okay. So it's a total of 7, correct?
Correct.
Understood.
Yeah, currently, yes.
So. You're probably going to counterspell this, and I'm going to waste something. That's 100% what's going to happen. And I feel like if I.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and get rid of something small.
Mm-hmm.
And also, when I play a spell, it gives me an additional +1 might. So this now becomes a 3 might.
Correct.
So this is 3 and a 5. That's an 8 total. And yours is a.
Yeah. I believe I'm 8 as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
Yeah. So currently, as it stands, we would trade.
So we will trade. Just because I want to force maybe a counterplay out, I will get rid of Disintegrate. So I'll discard Disintegrate, and I will deal 4 damage to your unit. With Get Excited and Disintegrate.
Interesting. Is it even worth me using any more resources? You know what? I think I'm fine with that going in.
Cool.
So I'm fine with that.
And I need to quickly plug in my stream tablet control. Let me.
Sounds good. Sounds
It's
good.
about to run out of battery. Need that. There we go. We're good. We're alive. So I guess you allow that to happen, correct?
Yep.
So that means that has a total of how much health? I guess you can just kill whatever you want, right?
So again, the way that might works is taking damage doesn't alter the might. So I am still an 8 might unit. I just now have and what is the? It just has 4 damage on it.
Gotcha.
So after all of our effects resolve and we go into might comparison and damage calculation, I am still going to be doing 8 damage, and you are going to still be doing 8 damage.
Gotcha. So I guess because the might was equal, I probably should have just not done this, right? Realistically.
So the might was only equal though because you played a spell to buff up the Raven.
Understood.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So to fully trade, you still need to. Play
so I guess we will fully trade for this one.
Yep. So we will fully trade.
All right. And with that, it is your turn now, I believe.
Sounds good. We will awaken. Readying everything. We will channel. Any more orange? Oh my goodness. Okay. Then drawing for turn. You do not have anything up. Do I want to?
Also, I do have a total of 3 cards, but I have everything exhausted. So
everything exhausted. Yeah. How greedy do I want to be here? I think I should have paid more attention to your deck list when you were showing them on stream. We're gonna have
a bunch of spells, a bunch of units. I've got 3 battlefields.
Pretty good.
I have 1 legend.
Thanks for the information. I appreciate it. We'll have Pit Rookie move into Godwillow. Okay, cool. I assume you don't have, like you said, you're tapped out. So that'll be my 2nd point. So I will conquer again. Again, I don't know how greedy we want to be. We will pay the 4. And then recycle 1 green. We're actually going to play. I guess I don't need to play it on a battlefield since she can't legally proc. Yeah, we're gonna play Sona in base. And then with that, I will pass it back to you with 3 cards in hand and 3 runes active.
Okay. So I will bring everything and ready it. I will channel 2 runes. So an extra Fury and an extra Mind. So I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Total of 7. Hmm. 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 I will go ahead and pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 mana. And recycle one of those to bring out Kai'Sa. So I'm playing Kai'Sa here, exhausted in my base. Here she is.
I just want to make sure you paid 6, correct?
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Oh no, you are right. I accidentally paid 5.
No worries, no worries.
1, 2,
When you
3, 4,
said 5 and Kaisel, I just
Yes.
assumed it was a little one.
There you go, it
Yeah,
is
no
6.
worries.
Oopsie, oopsie. There we go. And I recycled one to the bottom already, which is good. And then now, that's everything from me. I don't think I can do anything else. I'm passing it over to you. So, off to your turn.
Sounds good. So I will get a hold point for holding at this battlefield. Grove, since I held here, allows me to draw a card.
And because you hold, you get an
Everything.
extra point, correct?
Correct, yep, so I'm at 3.
Yeah, you're at 3.
I will now awaken. I will then move to channel. And then draw for turn.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so the way I play this is I'm going to it literally doesn't matter. We're gonna move Sona into Grove. And then do I want actually I think I'm feeling a little bold. Let's move Sona into Voidgate.
Okay.
Let's see, let's poke the bear a
No,
little
you're good.
bit.
You're good for now.
Alright, sounds good.
So that means you get another point.
Yep, so I will go to 4. I will then. Do I want to play something out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need access to multiple things. Let's do. We're gonna do 2 for Clockwork Keeper. I will activate the Clockwork Keeper on play. When I play me, it says as you play me, I can recycle or pay a green power. So I will cycle a green rune to on play draw a card.
Cool.
That will allow me to then play out Poro for 2. So these are all in base. I would like to for
That's
sure
the
keep
stalwart.
this.
Stalwart.
Poro. Yeah, it's a very weird word. Yeah, Stalwart. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Now the issue with Sona is her effect requires me to have 4 to ready 4. I think I should be okay with just 4 there. All right, with that, I will pass it back to you.
Cool.
I only have 3 runes, so I cannot activate. I only have 3 runes exhausted, so I cannot activate Sona. So I will pass it to you.
I have 2 cards currently. I'm gonna ready everything, and then I will channel 2 runes. So now I have a total of 8. 6 Fury, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 Mind, 1, 2. I will then draw a card. You have the Poro, you've got the Sona. Okay.
Yep.
1, 2.
And then 4 cards in hand, 4 runes ready.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means I only have 1 available. I will then tap my Kai'Sa, and then I will recycle 2 of my Fury runes. Only need to recycle 2 because I tapped Kai'Sa to play. You probably know it. The Cathian Rain.
Cathian Rain. I really hope you do not hate me for.
Are you just gonna counter it, aren't you?
We're going to play Unyielding Spirit.
Let's see.
We will tap 1, recycle 1 orange. It is a reaction spell that allows me to prevent all spell and ability damage during this turn.
Well, no, god damn it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Card is quite good nowadays.
So your Sona currently with Yi, it would be a 4, correct? And then
So it's four. It's four
yes,
base. If you
yes.
attack into it, it's a 6.
Okay,
Yep.
if I attack into it, it's a 6. So that means the most realistic place I have to attack, and I kind of got to do something. I'm going to take my Kaiser and move it here to the Grove of the Godwillow. So that's a 6 against a base 2 with an additional 2 of you, so that's a 6 versus 4 that I'm intending to attack
You
with.
have one up. Yep, sounds good. Are you playing any spells
Nope.
currently when you're attacking?
Um,
Hmm. Huh. Again, how risky do I want to play here?
well, you've just ruined my game plan.
Yeah, very true, very true. I believe that is why certain people. Catherine Rain's very, very good. It's just it takes up your whole
I
turn, and
do
I
have a
think that kind
question.
of
I assume against Master
sure,
Yi, somebody
sure.
that would be good is someone who doesn't play many spells, because you have so much counters. So I
Hmm.
guess like a Volibear just pumps out units and just channels a bunch of runes, right? So I guess playing against a Volibear might
Yeah,
be difficult.
a Volibear is definitely rough just because they're
Mhm.
inherently bigger. So if they start throwing multiple big things at
Mhm.
me, it could be overwhelming.
Cool.
Um, Things like the aggro stuff that just rush me down too quick are definitely good as well. Um, Also the things that just outright kill. So if you have like things that don't do damage, because so as a unit, you're thinking of things like the Harness Dragon that just on place kills it. And then even certain spells, if I don't have the correct counters in hand, like if you have Noxian Guillotine or
Mhm.
Vengeance, that again just outright kills something. Um, Kaisa has access to really good cards that outmaster Yi, because she has access to the things that reduce might, and I can't stop that with unyielding. I can stop
Mhm.
that with like the fire stuff, but again, that requires me to draw into
Gotcha.
it. Um, there's a very big RNG aspect to this game for sure. I will say I have been trying very well into you for sure.
Well, we also got a chat
Uh,
message from Talion. Wow, is this post siding?
it is not. I main deck unyielding.
Gotcha.
If this was siding, I have uh Spirit's Refuge and oh, I can't Windwall
Yeah,
in there
I,
as
for the
well that I
record,
would
for
1000%
my
throw in here.
sideboard, because I don't have anything, I just put in one seal for the fun of it, because I don't have.
Could be a difference maker. You never
Yeah, I
know.
could have had that seal, and then I could have, recycled one less rune, if that's a.
Absolutely,
And I
absolutely.
guess I can't really do anything, so.
All right, so
Um,
if it is passed to
oh yeah,
me,
we still have this
then
battlefield
we
here. I
will.
remember.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. So like you said, you're 6.
Yes.
I'm 2. Go to 4
Yeah.
off Master Yi. I will. Since I have priority, I will hold priority. I will do react with discipline for 2 to give it +2. But like I said, I will hold priority to react with on guard.
Ah,
So it will go 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
so I die.
And then priority passes back to you. Yes, sir. When everything resolves, discipline resolves, drawing me a card, and these two
Cool.
go away.
So back over to your side. It is your turn now, and I pass.
Sounds good. I will get 2 hold points, so I go from 4 to 6.
Okay, I need to draw
Everything
something lucky next turn, or I've
awakens.
lost. And if you
Yes.
counter it, then
I will. I will say. I think I've exhausted a lot of my counters currently.
I think I should have tried to
So
play a
we
lot
are.
faster. I think and just kept trying to get rid of stuff because now I'm in a position where
Mhm.
I don't really have much left because I just kind of tried to go all out. Um,
Mhm.
and I put myself in a not good situation.
Very true. Very true. Oh, I also forgot. Go over the God Willow since I held
Mhm.
here. I draw as well.
Unless I top deck
Um.
a Cathian Rain and you can't counter it, I think I've lost actually.
Yeah, that would be kind of good right
I think that's
here.
the only way I can still have any chance of winning the game because you have the Poro and the Clockwork Keeper, you have the Pit
Mhm.
Rookie and the Sona, and also a Masti that you can bring ready, right?
And also Yep.
Which
That's it.
means unless I kill all of I you can only control one battlefield next turn. So I think it might be
Correct.
Jova for me
Correct.
if I don't get lucky.
Yeah. Well, I am actually just gonna pass back to you. Passing it back with 3 cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
All
6,
right.
7, 8 runes.
Well, let's
Open.
see how it goes. 1, 2, 3,
Yes,
4,
sir.
5,
I
6,
wish you luck, my friend. I wish you luck.
7, 8. I low-key want to draw this live to see the reaction of what it is.
Oh yeah, that'd be super hype.
A Stupefy.
I mean, it's not over yet. You can get there. Stupefy can draw you a card.
Wait. I actually, this could be.
He's cooking, chat.
Wait.
He's cooking.
I need to count.
Absolutely. No
Okay,
worry,
that's 8.
no worry.
Oh no.
Don't tell me you're one short again.
Okay, I'm gonna try
Break
this.
my heart.
Whatever. I will. I will play Darius for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then recycle 1 Fury rune. So now I have a total of 3 runes left. I will then play Void Seeker with these 3, and then tap my Kai'Sa to deal 4 damage to the Sona.
But you can draw a card no matter what, correct?
Yeah, but I also have exhausted everything, so.
Very true.
I guess if you have something to counter it, which you do because it's a 4 spell or less, right? Oh, god damn.
So I can't counter it, but I will
Gotcha.
react with Unguard, which will tap 1. It gives it +1, and then since it is the only unit at this location, it gets another +1. So it's currently a 6 might unit.
So it's on 2.
But now it has 4 damage.
Okay.
Essentially, it is on 2. It is a 6
Yes.
might unit with 4 damage.
Oh, and also it takes an additional damage because it's on this battlefield, right?
Correct. Yep. So it is essentially you only need 1. The way I think we should word it is you only need 1 more might to kill it.
So now my Darius is ready because I played my second card in a turn and I get an additional +2 might. So this is a 7 might card, and I'll then move it here to attack. So it's a 7. No.
I know. I actually feel okay. Yeah.
If you have to, just end it. If you have to. Don't go easy.
I feel okay. Yeah. So 4. Recycle 1 orange. Playing out Primal Strength. So I was 6. I am now.
Well, I also didn't draw
13.
from this card, but let's see what we would have drawn.
Oh
here.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Watchful Sentry.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it.
So I would be 6 with 5 damage on it. I have the +7 off Primal Strength to put me to 13, and +2 off Master Yi to put me to 15. So she is like.
So this would die, you just live, and even if I managed to kill it next turn, you would have overwhelmed my Darius anyway, and then scored your 2 additional points to be able to win.
Yes.
So I guess congratulations on your 2-0. I honestly have learned a lot playing this.
Good,
I genuinely learned a lot.
Good. That was definitely.
And now I understand more how to play against Master Yi, and I guess if I had a sideboard.
Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, for sure. The things that kill me, especially because you even hit the nail on the head with you want to go quicker as well. In terms of units in this matchup, there's a card Sprite Mother, where like on play she generates a sprite token that you can like just throw at me. That's a really good card into Master Yi, and then Smokescreen is a absurdly strong card into Master Yi as well.
Honestly, I really appreciate you helping out. This was a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
I had a great time.
Yes, sir.
I want to do way more of this. I want to get more people involved. My current plan is to get some content creators from other titles that might not have played Riftbound before and played other card games, and get them in to learn into webcam games like this, and then bring you back or any other expert possible, and then have them teach while they're playing, which would be absolutely amazing. I even low-key want to do a coach and player versus coach and player. So we have 2 experienced players coaching, and then 2 of the other players going head-to-head against each other, and then seeing who can coach their player the best. And then have like some in-game
that'd be a good idea.
And go from there. So I think that would be amazing. And I think before this, it would also be cool to do a more in-depth kind of deck overview. So we could go through the deck list and then why we built it this way, and kind of make like a session on building the deck, which would be a lot more helpful. Because like I said, I didn't build this deck, I just got it from the Piltover Archive website, so it was all very random with the way I did it. Of course. But it was a lot of fun. I learnt what a lot of the cards did as I played. I had a small look through all of them, but yeah, it was honestly great. So thank you so much for helping me out. I genuinely really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun.
Of course. Of course, thank you for having me on, and again, thank you for everything you're doing to help grow the community, my friend. I'm sure you weren't the only person that picked up something from this.
Yeah,
So
there's going to be so many more
happy I could be a
things
part of
that
it.
we're going to do. I plan on running these every few days, maybe every week, whenever possible.
Nice.
And then the tabletop simulator tournaments where possible as well. And one big focus for me as well is allowing everything to be co-streamed by anybody who wants to do it. So anybody can use our content to make their own content, because everything we make is non-profit, for fun, for the community. So we encourage
Absolutely.
everyone to use this content as much as they want, which is amazing, and then make some other stuff on the side. That's honestly really it. I guess we're going to see each other shortly, for your thing at some point.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Which will be amazing, that I'm looking forward to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is there anything else you might want to say at the end, and also shout out your channels as well? That would be amazing.
Like I said, just Max Para. Again, thank you for having me on. I was really excited when you reached out to me. I was like, yeah, absolutely. This sounds like a dope idea, especially because as we talked about, there's not too much webcam content out there, and I've played Bandai games for the last 5 years where webcam is like a huge part of that community. So I'm a huge advocate for webcam. Plus, you know, the physical feeling of having the cards in your hand that you can flick through, it's just unbeatable.
Definitely.
So any excuse to play webcam games, sign me up, my friend. I'm always there.
And I will let you know that I will be making a video on how to set up a webcam game like this, also with the equipment you might want for like budget-friendly setups, for more expensive setups. So there'll be a price range for everybody. So anybody who might not have the budget can set up a nice top-down view. And then anybody who also has a higher budget and wants to spend more money will have a bit of a nicer looking view, but I'll make something that's available for everybody and then show them how to set up a game and play with their friends. So that's going to be my primary focus. And I'm also going to show how we make these broadcasts behind the scenes so the community can also take some inspiration and build something cool as well. That's the entire plan that we have, so the community can learn. And that's honestly really it. That's everything from me. Once again, I appreciate this so much, Max. I'm going to get more of these set up and sorted for later on in the future. And I genuinely think we can make some cool content again.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to watch it. Absolutely. I'll be tuned into those streams for sure.
Yeah. And well, in that case, that's everything from us. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate the turnout. I did not expect this many people to be here. But I guess the next thing we're going to stream is going to be the tournament next week. There might be another webcam stream before then. Depends, but just keep an eye out on our socials, which is at RiftLabTCG on Twitter. That's where everything will be. I'll also be opening a Discord soon just for information there. But yeah, next week on the 22nd on Friday, and also on the 23rd, we'll be running a tournament, which is our RiftLab Clash, which is going to be a 16-player pod tournament with basically unlimited amount of pods, I think, or 8 pods, I don't remember exactly. So as many people sign up, we'll only have 4 Swiss rounds, will be really fun. Commentary, casters, co-streams, the whole lot. So stay tuned. Follow us on Twitter where you can. Follow Max on X, Twitter. Check out his channel on YouTube. Check out his podcast, all the awesome content he does. And we're definitely going to collaborate more in the future and make some cool stuff.
Oh, absolutely. For sure. For sure.
Awesome. Well, in that case, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
See you guys.